So the topic that I choose is uh, have I have I changed or improved in some way with my writing skill after taking this class, and how do I know about that? So let's get started. The first thing I think this class helps me a lot is improving my grammar issues or mistakes. I think you definitely remember that I went to your office and we were talking about the hugest problem that you think I have in my writing. Eh, I have in my writing problem is I am a little bit too colloquial in writing essay or papers. After the discussion, we get a conclusion is writing and speaking should be a lot different. In speaking, people probably not paying a lot of attention about grammar issues or mistakes. However, in writing, because I have more time to check about the grammars, and writing a paper, it's more formal than just general speaking. So I shouldn't be that colloquial. Instead, I should be more formal and try to uh, use the right sentence structure. The other thing that I think I improve a lot for my grammar is sentence completion. Like I said, uh, a sentence should be composed of a subject, verb, and object, which means, like, for example, uh, I love you as a sentence because it's a subject, verb, and an object. However, this is not a good sentence, or it's not a really fancy sentence when I'm doing uh, the paper, because I should have prolonged my sentence to make it like more academic, be more reliable, more persuasive. So the first day when I took this class, I get confused a lot because either my sentence will be too short or I extend it to too long, which may confuse people or my readers. Uh, However, after talking to you and you sort of mention the points that how to correctly use comma and period, I have more clues and more ideas of how to stop and how to finish my sentence on the right time. The other one is citation. It is pretty complicated for me to do the citation because I'm in CMCI college, which means I have to write tons of papers and read a lot of essays. Most of the time, my professor would just ask me to do APA citation. However, in APA citation, there's APA 6, 7, and 8, which is really confusing, and professors sort of never detailedly explain what is going on with those citations or those types. Uh, so a lot of my points got took off because I didn't cite correctly, which uh, stressed me out a little bit because I feel like I spent so much time on the paper and I pay so much effort, but I didn't get a good grade just because of citation. However, in your class, you patiently and passionately explain how to use MLA citation. Uh, you gave us so many chances to improve ourselves since the first class, and you also offer some really practical website to teach us how to cite the resources that we found online. And I think that really helps a lot because uh, I can easily tell from your feedback that I get less mistakes from the citation, which is really awesome. And I want to say thank you for that. Last one is feedback. I said that to you personally, and I said that in front of all the people. I think your feedbacks are really, really useful and sort of really touching because, like I said, it is really pathetic that I spent hours on writing my paper, but I only got 2 sentence feedback, which makes me feel like other professors not really paying attention on my paper. So there's no way, and I feel like there's no need I have to read their feedback because I don't think they spend that much time trying to understand what am I trying to say. But in your feedbacks, I think it's totally different. I can see that you spend tons of times and a lot efforts on writing the feedbacks. Basically, your feedback it's as much as the things that I wrote. So the first time when I got your feedback, I was surprised, really, really surprised. The first time I got your feedback, I was about to do the same thing as I did for other classes, which is just uh, throw them away. However, when I look at it and I was like, whoa, this is so different. You actually wrote a lot. And I think your feedbacks are really special in this uh, three areas. You have a lot of details, which means you spend tons of time on it, and you're really trying to understand what I was trying to express and trying to really help me improve my writing skills in the future. Accuracy is really important as well because sometimes when I got my feedback and I just feel like they don't really know what I'm talking about. They just try to be, they just other professors just try to get their jobs done. So they wrote some feedback, but I don't feel it really touched on the point. So that didn't really help. But for your feedbacks, it's always really accurate. You point out all the mistakes that I made, and uh, you point it out and then explain everything to me when I went to your office hour, and that helps a lot. So the last point is how do I know that I really improved in those stuffs? I think I can tell from the feedbacks because like I said, the first time I got your feedback, you almost wrote as much as I did. However, the last time I didn't see that much feedbacks coming from you, which is actually really good. And I think I improved my grades a little bit since the first class till the last paper. Overall, I just want to say thank you for being really tolerant to me and being really patient and passionate about your teaching. That's why I really think I can learn a lot. And I learned a lot from your class. Thank you.